funny.
My work here is done.
Right.
For now. Until
Yep.
I'm... Hello, lamp.
I made a
Lamp?
true women beyond my age range laugh. I think I've done my job for today.
Hey, and you
God,
got one
that's
whining that
cool.
she's tired, man. You must really run her around.
Oh my gosh.
Hello everyone, this is DJ Nettie Darkfold, and welcome to another episode of Annette's Advisory. Yay! Anyway, I'm here on my love seat, as usual, sitting down, wondering what to do with this series. I got so many questions to answer, and this episode is dedicated to AJ Colvin, by the way, if you haven't guessed by the intro type deal. It's because all the questions are made by her, so, you know, I have to answer her questions. She sent me about 30. No joke. And some questions are harder to answer than others. Just fair warning, people, I do take personal questions, but be fairly warned that these personal questions, I will not reveal anyone's identity to protect the innocent and protect the identities of my friends and family and stuff like that. So, just a little word of warning before I start. Anyway, on another subject of this series, I'm going to make a little twist. So what I'm going to do and make this as interactive as possible. And I'm going to ask you guys a question. Put down the answers in the comments section below, or you can make a video response. It just make a difference. Yay! Whatever is up to you guys, what you want to do. So my question to you guys, I'm throwing it to you now, is if you had a dinner date with someone, living or dead, who would it be and why? See, simple question, isn't it? Give yourself time to think about it and put it in the comments below or put it in like a video response or whatever. And I hope to hear back from you. So make this as interactive as possible, right? So it's not just me answering the questions. You guys are too. Yay! Woohoo! So that's a little idea that I had in my head, mulling around in there somewhere. Almost the all gray matter in my head. So anyway, on with the show, shall we? So I'm going to answer a few questions from AJ. AJ sent me about 30, and no joke, and I put them all on a Microsoft Word document in order to keep them all straight in my head. So what I'm going to do is pull up that document right now. Here it is. And I'm going to pick random questions from this document and answer them to the best of my knowledge. Yay! So, here we go. I don't know if I'm going to answer 2 questions or 3. It depends on how the time frame goes. Try to keep this under 10 minutes if I possibly can, so I don't bore the crap out of people. With low attention spans. Anyway, yeah, I can't make a vlog without laughing. It's not possible. Alright, here we go. So one question she asked is, what are you proudest of in your life? What am I most proud of is the fact that I live on my own and I take care of myself the best way I can, and I've learned to accept myself, imperfections and all. It took me a long time to get here, where I am, but it's well worth it when you get there, because trust me, when you get there, you don't want to go back to a place you were before. Even though I'm constantly fighting, this is a moment of truth, you guys. I'm constantly fighting with my inner child and inner teenage person inside of me, if there is such thing. And my conscience is always constantly battling between my teenage self and my adult self. And the fact that my teenage self is always being the insecure person who is always afraid of being rejected and all that stuff. And it's constantly fighting with the adult self who's more confident and relaxed. And so hopefully the adult self is winning this time. I know I'm getting too deep for you guys, aren't I? Anyway, that's just something I'm really proud of. I've been on my own for about, I don't know, 20 years now. Since I was about 19 years old. It's almost 20 years. It'll be 20 years in 2 years. And yeah, so that's one thing I'm really proud of is my complete independence and stuff like that. I love my independence and I value it to no end. I love it. I adore it. And I value it to, like, I don't know, like some people value other things. I value my independence and the fact that I can do stuff on my own. And I might do things a little bit slower than the average person, but I still can do them. Like I made myself supper this evening. Yay! Mind you, it was a box of macaroni and cheese, but for you Americans out there, craft dinner for the Canadians out there. Yeah, so that's what I had for supper, and I made it myself on the stove, which is something I'm very proud of, because this is my first apartment that I lived in that's wheelchair accessible, and I actually can do my own cooking, which is nice. It sort of means I'm totally dependent on my microwave, which is great. So I can farm my own eggs and stuff now. Yay! I take pride in little things. I'm sorry. Yeah, because I remember when I first moved in, I first scrambled my first egg, and I went on Facebook, and I said, I scrambled my first egg as my status. And I got like so many umpteen comments. I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, it's just an egg, folks. But still, it's something I was very proud of. The fact that I can do that. And it's just empowering for myself. Like, I love self-empowerment. And anything to do with self-empowerment is wonderful. Yeah, so enough about that, because I can go on all day about that stuff. If you want to know more, feel free to ask any kind of question whatsoever, have to do with my disability or whatever. I mean, I am an open book, guys, so welcome to ask. There's no stupid... The way I see it, there's no such thing as a stupid question, just stupid answers. Alright, let's get another question on the go here. Let's see. When in your life have you felt most alone? When in my life have I felt most alone? Okay, I'll tell you a story. I lived in a place that was outside my city limits, and I couldn't get access to the paratransit system. So I could get access if I wanted to pay an extra $30 a run, which was I couldn't afford at the time. So I was in this place, basement apartment of a house. This is like back in 1990. When was this? 97 to 99. No, 97 to 98. That's when it was. And I lived in this apartment. And I loved the apartment. The apartment was a one-bedroom accessible house. And it wasn't accessible, but it was a one-bedroom, and it looked like inside of a house. So it was like it was on the bottom of the house. It looked like, you know, my first house. What it would look like and that kind of stuff. Except it wasn't accessible. So, which was okay, I suppose. I learned to deal with that and I learned to adapt to it. So I lived there for a year and a half. And the reason why I moved out so quickly is because I was so alone. And I felt lonely all the time. And the only thing is that kept me company, kept me sane, was my mind. and I wasn't talking to myself, trust me. I was pretty much, what was I doing? I was writing a lot of poetry back then, and spitting it out like every day. And plus I had friends that lived around that area that used to come visit me a lot. So I thrived on company. I still thrive on company. Anybody welcome to come over. I mean, more than welcome. I do have a spare bedroom, so you know, you never know, right? So I've always been the type of person that thrive on company, and I live alone, so it's kind of one of those things that, you know, I do. There's a big difference between being alone and loneliness. So, like, I live alone and I like it because it's my own private little world that I live in, and no one can bother me. I can go around the house naked and no one will bother me, no one peep into me. It's awesome. So it's like, you know, it's great. For you perverts out there, yeah, I don't around there. I don't actually do that, but the option is there if I wanted to. Yeah. So I'm gonna go on, and I think I rambled on a bit too much about this subject. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll stay tuned for the new episode of the next part to this series. I mean, it's gonna be next part of this episode, I should say. This episode is gonna be super mega long, okay? It's gonna be like 3 or 4 parts guaranteed. Or maybe 10 parts, who knows? Thanks AJ for posting those questions. And keep those questions coming, people. And also put those questions at the bottom of the contest on the in the comments section. If you want to ask me anything at all. My life is an open book, so feel free to ask. There's no stupid questions, just stupid answers. And little shout outs to Soon to Be Awesome. Hi Thomas, thank you for subbing me. It's friggin' awesome. Yeah. So yeah. I'll see you all later on the flip side, and yeah. Enjoy yourselves, everyone. Take care of yourselves, okay? Make sure you smile. Love you all. Mwah.